This week is the anniversary of the Roe versus Wade decision, which made abortion widely available in the United States. In any normal year, the March for Life would happen this week, and hundreds of thousands of young people would be descending on the Supreme Court, showing their support for the pro-life movement. However, due to security concerns, this year it's been canceled. I had the chance to go to the March for Life in 2017, and it was a beautiful showing of so many young people wanting to end the tragedy of abortion in our nation. It's important to note, though, that no matter who is in political office, we will always be disappointed when it comes to the culture of life if we depend upon politics. Laws don't make culture. As I mentioned on the Feast of Christ the King, as those of you who were present at the Masses I preached at might remember, politicians and policies will always fail us. Only Jesus Christ will never fail us. In addition, we morally can't just say that we voted a certain way and then now we can be done with caring about it. We voted, we did our part. We're not absolved of any further action just because we voted one way or another. Voting is the beginning, not the end. We can't delegate off our duty to someone else and think that we're done with what we need to do. And even if laws are changed, laws don't change hearts. Telling someone they can't do something doesn't prevent the person from wanting to do that. While working through the political process is important, politics don't soften hearts. And as we've learned recently, if anything, it just hardens them. Attempting to further the pro-life movement solely through political action will never convince people about the tragedy that is abortion. The political and social debate about abortion will not end when some law or judicial ruling passes. Any parent knows that just because I said so only works for so long. Children need to understand at some point to be able to want and agree to obey. So too for moral issues that cause such great disagreement. Even if pro-life measures are enacted legislatively or judicially, that won't change the minds of so many who are still in favor of legalized abortion. A law doesn't end the fight. It can only stand for so long unless minds are changed. The way to stop abortion isn't law, but by helping people realize that it's not necessary and what it truly is. A law doesn't help a woman who believes that being pregnant has the potential to ruin her life. An intellectual argument about the personhood of embryos doesn't help a scared young woman who feels that she has no choice. Theologically, knowing that something is sinful doesn't help when a young girl is terrified that her parents will kick her out if they find out that she's pregnant. Our Lord invites people to follow him gently and with compassion. In our gospel today, St. Andrew heard Jesus and was intrigued, and he followed him. Our Lord asked him, "What are you looking for?" And St. Andrew responded, and our Lord said, "Come and see." Not an intellectual explanation that he was the Christ, but an invitation of love to experience love. To help people realize that they have a better option, we need to show them compassion and love as Jesus showed his disciples. Abortion is bad, but politics aren't going to be what ends it. Politics can help, but we can't trust in it or consider it to be the primary means of overturning abortion or any evil, really. Abortion will only end when people realize the value of choosing life and that they are supported and not alone. And we can only show that through our actions. By loving and supporting those in our community going through any crisis, especially unplanned pregnancies, we can show a pro-life ethic that goes beyond any political machinations. By donating, or even better yet, volunteering at the Lakes Life Care Center up on Broadway, you can help young women know that they don't have to do what they think is the only option. There are so many things that we can do beyond just voting to help the pro-life movement, and it all starts from having a culture of love and support for those who are around us, letting them know that they're not alone. Laws don't make culture, actions make culture. And if we want a culture of life, We have to cooperate with God's grace and ask how He might be asking us to love those around us in those situations that they feel trapped in, showing them not arguments or debates, but compassion and love, and supporting them to choose the good and inviting them to come to know the one who is love.